Disclaimer, this is all of my opinions. I am just putting out my ideas. Do not respond in a negative way. That means criticizing or bagging on anything I do say. Only say it in nice terms, as you know, be respectful. If you do, I will block you. Remember, this is my own ideas and experiences. Please respect that. Alright, now you can enjoy the video. Happy fresh. Hey guys, what is up? My name is dbzethioboy, or the Ethiopian Gamer, and sorry I feel so not so much energy. It's actually 10, actually it's almost 11. It's 11 and, I want to play some Call of Duty. And I was all pooped out because I played with a friend earlier. Oh shit. And I just wanted to live stream some shit. And it's just gonna be me, the pistol, the combat knife, and that's it. It's just gonna be us. And then the two black hats and a freaking
Charlie locked down.
Fucking A. Okay, and it was two black hats and. Oh damn! I got lucky there. I did get very lucky.
Hostile UAV incoming.
Damn it! I just like playing games where I get a little bit of challenge,
Hostile stealth chopper inbound. Hostile RCXD in your AO.
Got him. How do you guys feel on the new gun? Like, I don't know. I don't have the new gun, but
We've pulled forward.
people have the new guns. I'm saying like fucking shit. I'm saying like, how do you guys feel about the new gun?
Be advised, hostile UAV
Is the new gun like
incoming.
awesome? But the thing about it, I'm really kind of on the fence about it because only some people have it. Whoever have the money to have a DLC. And this guy has a freaking damn weapon. But like, I'm saying like, is it fair to add a new gun where people who have the new gun can't, have it? They can't use it in their class or whatever? Because I don't, because I kind of think it's unfair. Fuck. I think it's kind of unfair. If you do see so, I do say so myself. Because they get a new gun that we can't have, and it's kind of unfair to me. I don't care about the zombies. I don't care about all that kind of stuff. That's pretty cool. But then you get a new gun where not everybody can use it. Where everything's supposed to be about, what the hell? Or where everything's supposed to be about like everybody has the same gun, or this gun has to be better than that gun, or whatever. And then all of a sudden you don't have this certain gun. I kind of think that oh, that was something red. I'm just saying. I'm going to roll here. I kind of thought it was unfair because you don't. Yeah, I felt with that. You don't really get the same power with guns with different kind of guns, but and I felt that gun. That new gun was like it's a pretty cool gun. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, it's a pretty cool gun. What his own shit. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I love the black hat so much.
We've lost the advantage.
Okay. Here we go.
We lost
that
round,
domination.
but it's not over
Yeah.
yet. Get ready for the next one.
It's kind of my feels on that. I don't know. This guy was probably gonna shoot. Look at this. If he would have turned to the left, he would have got me.
Halftime.
But yeah, that's kind of my feelings. And then I'm also going to talk about,
Domination.
what do you call it? The new thing about they're trying to blame video games on freaking, what do you call it? They're trying to blame video games on the Connecticut thing, that he was playing too much video games, and the reason why he shot all those kids is because he was influenced against video games. And I don't think myself as a very educated person, but I think of myself as a smart person. And what they're saying is really stupid for old white men who went to college and did all this stuff. I'm barely going to college, kind of going to college. If you know my situation, I'm actually a high schooler taking college classes since the 10th grade, I believe. Not that much. I got a year done so far, and it's pretty cool how it is so far. But like and so yeah, it is pretty cool having some of your college classes done a little bit before you go to college. I think I got close to 30 credits, I believe. Oh damn, I didn't see that dude. But it's a fun ride. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. It's a fun ride because you know there's some shit where you think that we should do, but we're kids still. So yeah. I think I can't get that. There we go. But anyway, what I said before, I took a child development class, and fuck. Did I kill me? No, I didn't kill me. Okay. But
We've lost the lead.
yeah, wow, 2 snipers. Most things that actually fuck up the freaking, you know, actual like gist of things, or not gist of things, but like America is actually the people, the way they have been raised. It's nature versus nurture. Nature's everything about genetics. It's your genetic code, and everything about your genetic code. Like all the things that you should have this kind of personality, or not personality, but you should have this kind of color eyes and stuff like this. And I always thought that was true and everything, but then I kind of thought like, you know, nature was like, you know, how you naturally are, and that is true to an extent. It is how you naturally are, but then you have like people, but then you have influences from other people. Like for example, like your parents and your freaking we call it. You have your parents influencing you. You have your teammates. I mean, teammates. You have your people around you, your environment that actually freaking tells you how the person you are. Because to tell you the truth, freaking we call that. I took I mean I didn't take, but like I was I TA for a class, and TA is a teacher assistant. A TA for a good teacher in my school. His name is I don't want to say his name actually. I don't want to say his name, but he's a history teacher, and he was talking about World War II, so he was talking about the Nazis and everything. And so when he was talking about that, I was kind of wondering. He was telling stories about the kids when I was bored as hell. So I gotta say, I was bored as hell in that class when I was teaming for that class. And we have a student store, and the student store is in that class, so all we do is just stack and refill and shit like that. And it's I like being a student store person, but you know, to a certain extent. And so what happened? Fuck. Bam. Oh damn. Nope. But sorry, but he told us about how there was young there was like these young people that Hitler raised with basically burning books in one picture, and those are the kids that Hitler told, like, you know, they basically brainwashed them, like, I am your predecessor, I mean, I am your God, I'm the only person that you should read about and do all this stuff about. Books and knowledge is not good for you. You only agree to me, you don't agree to anybody else. And I kind of thought it was the same thing. And when I heard about I remember I was talking about, I think Seamus was talking about in his video, and he was like, you know, CNN talking about video games and shit like that. But you know, I was thinking about it for a little while. I seriously was. I was marinating on it when I was playing games. I would be all of a sudden quiet.
It's too close. Fight harder.
Hacking. But all of a sudden I was quiet, and I was thinking, like, you know, wow, how fucked up is this nation? Like, there's so much stuff wrong with us. But it's not our fault. It's the environment that we've been raised in. I've been raised in a good environment where I'm always nice. I'm always helping out people. I actually help out more people than I should do, if you ask me. Donations and all. But yeah, I got lost to death. But you know, sorry. But you know, I've been one of those lucky ones where you've been raised the right way. My friends, it's in the same thing. They've been lucky too, but raised the right way by the same parents. But then you got those people that are unlucky, like the people like their mom, like we call it Adam Lanza. His mom was probably a good mom, but then again, she had guns in the house and always had guns around them, and always said that our guns were safe. You know, they protected us and shit like that. But then you kind of think with kids where they kind of test the limits, and you know, they actually go and do stuff stupid, really stupid. But I kind of think that it's all based on more of us rather than, I mean, based on the people that raise us rather than the people that kind of, you know, you can't just blame it on the video games. It's their company. It's their point of making their product the best product they can be, and they're trying to get their money and everything. But then I hate how people are saying like, oh, you know, video games are very bloody nowadays. Video games were always bloody. They were always bloody. Doom was bloody. We call it I forgot his name. Fuck. What the Duke Nukem was freaking bloody. You just didn't see that much blood because it's not as like good, if I can say it like that. It's not as detailed. It's not as freaking, we call it much. It's not, because video games were small back then. If we had enough people, if we had the same amount of people that worked on video games we had nowadays and rather than before, then there'll be more video games back then. But video games is a big part of people now, because if you take away that, you're gonna take away a lot of things, because some people actually take out stress on video games. Believe it or not, there's people, plenty of people just love playing Call of Duty and slicing people's heads off and shit like that on video game world, because they're trying to hold back from going outside and doing it. I've met plenty of people that are freaking, we call it ex-cons, and they love playing Call of Duty. It's kind of pressuring their anger. I can say so myself. I really think that that's one big part of it. Big part of it. But wow, okay, whatever. But yeah, and the way how they're blaming this shit nowadays is really stupid. I think that all those people are dumb, and you know, I can say many things. You know, video games are evil. They're evil. They're evil. Oh, they're talking about video games. They're cussing and raping, and you know, there's hookers and GTA and stuff like that. And then, like, come on, really? It's like, really? There's gonna be freaking, we call it, all this stuff. This is just for fun. This is for people over the age. And then they're saying like, oh, kids are playing the game. Who are letting the kids play the game? Parents. If your kid can't handle the game and is going to school and, you know, being more violent at school rather than going doing his homework, then take away the video games. If he's being more violent, more, you know, kind of like distrustful, or whatever the word is for it, being more like, you know, disgusting, and or just changing in general. Like I'm saying, like, you know, if your kid is changing, then why the hell are you still letting him play the damn video game? It's like there's no point to it. What is? Shit. There's no point to it. Why are you letting him get even more furious, more, you know, worse in this kind of condition or something like that? But it's just how people are. It's like, oh, you know, he'll get better or whatever, he'll handle it. No, he won't. Then all of a sudden you're gonna have someone like Adam Lanza come out of nowhere. But even though Adam Lanza, I don't think he even touched a video game in his life before. And the thing about it is, he always had guns around the house, like full guns around the house. It's not our fault, it's the gun's fault. It's the reason why you can't let kids shoot guns in the first place, because they get too attached and they get interested and all this kind of stuff. But you know, I don't know what's wrong with people. Like, you know, why would it make sense for a 13-year-old to freaking shoot a gun? That wouldn't make any sense to me. I don't care how responsible a 13-year-old. I don't care how thick-headed that person is. I don't care how tough that person is. No matter what, the person that you're talking about is still a child, still influenced by different kind of things, still influenced by drugs, you know, sex, and all, and trying to figure out him or herself in the world. Like, what kind of freaking sense is that? I don't know what happened, but like, you know, it's just weird. I don't know. It's just a weird way of, like, you know, kind of teaching kids and shit like that. I kind of think that what do you call it? We should change this way, but you know, it's not gonna happen for a long time. But there's also a big thing about it. I was watching a movie in my sociology class. He wasn't there. Our teacher usually teaches the classes, but he wasn't there today. And so he basically, whoa, damn. he basically kind of gave us a movie to watch. It's called Misrepresentation. It's called Misrepresentation. I don't know what the fuck it means. But it was basically talking about how women are still discriminated even from here. I'm coughing a lot, but even they're still discriminated, and you know there's not enough women. I didn't notice. You know, you don't really notice when you like kind of like me and kind of like a little kid and don't think about it, and you know you still think about different kind of things and everything. And you don't really think about how women are not just, like, you know, treated equal or whatever, because we aren't an equal area yet. It's not gonna be for a very long time, until generations and generations and generations, until we're finally gonna be equal. Because there's still, even though there's 51% of women in the country, they're still being raped. They're still being prosecuted. Still being unfairly judged. It doesn't matter how. It doesn't matter what they are, doesn't matter who they are or anything like that. They still have a big percentage in the world. And for me, I don't know why. What's wrong with me? There's nothing wrong with my genes. Maybe it's because I was raised by mostly girls when I was like a few years young, when I was younger. But I don't like when, you know, women show their body on TV. I think it's kind of demeaning. I kind of think that it's unnecessary, and I kind of think that they're kind of stupid for doing that. Wow, that was a horrible shot. Maybe as hacks.
Halftime.
But you know, I'm sorry if you're watching through this much of the video. You know, I caught your interest. I don't know. But if you watch that movie, Misrepresentation, then you know how I feel. Because I've been raised mostly by my mom. My dad will always be at work, and then my mom and dad got, you know, divorced and shit like that. And I believe, let me change my gun actually. I'm tired of getting freaking killed. What down 12-23. I'm on the best. I like how he saw me.
Enemy has B.
But
Securing B.
okay, I'm guessing I'm not gonna use that. I'll quit scope with them. But you know, I've been raised by mostly women and girls and ladies, and so kind of thought, you know, I still think the way my fucking kind of what my parents do. Miss that. But you know, I kind of just think it's kind of unfair. I really do think that. I'm not gonna lie about that. I think it's unfair. I think it's demeaning. I still think that even if when you think about it, even if you aren't a woman, even if you aren't a woman, even if you're a male but you're not a white male, it doesn't matter if you're Hispanic. It doesn't matter if you're Mexican and Hispanic is the same thing. It doesn't matter if you're black or African. It doesn't matter for anything, because got somebody. You are still not in power. It's all the white men that are in power. It doesn't matter. They still control the media. They still control, you know, the government. They still control all these different kind of aspects that we think that is equal. No, we aren't yet, but soon we will. In the next 500 years. Probably when we're all dead and gone in the ground, all freaking, you know, gone, like all dead and shit like that. But the problem is that we don't think about it because we've been raised with it. It's our nurture. Nurture is what you've been raised with. It's how you've been raised, the environment that you've been raised in, the way how women's been portrayed and all this kind of stuff. Even though that freaking, we call it. Even though that women have been gone very, very long, I mean not gone, but like they've been in power for a very long time. Wow, that was bullshit. It's still low. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, it's still low. What was that? Oh, he sniped me. It still is low. It still is low. It still is isn't helping.
He's gone.
It still isn't helping us. It still isn't helping anybody, actually. It's only helping the white man because he's making more money, because we are watching the shows and all the tabloids and all this different kind of stuff that we really don't want to see. And the reason why is because we think it's normal. I don't know. It's just, it kind of gets me mad. It really does, because I do respect women a lot, more than other people. And I kind of, you know, when I see someone disrespect a woman, I kind of get, you know, really pissed and angry inside. I want to beat the shit out of them, because that's the, if it wasn't for women, you wouldn't even born yet. Like, come on, the guys want to think like, oh, we're in power. You know, why don't you? If we're in power, then why do we need women? Then think about that. Why do we need women to do this? Why do we need women to do that? Why can't we do it our own self? And then the thing about, and the thing that I really caught that was really interesting about my class is there is no genetic code telling that guys are masculine and girls are feminine. There is no genetic code at all. So every person that is like every person is not, every guy is not supposed to be masculine. Not every guy is supposed to be like that. Every guy, you could be maybe, but it's definitely not genetic code. Oh, you're supposed to be masculine. Oh, you're supposed to be a nerd. Oh, you're supposed to be like this. It isn't. It doesn't matter. And then the thing about, you know, guys cannot cry or whatever. Guys can cry. What are you talking about? Guys are supposed, maybe if we did cry, we would freaking have less freaking, we call it rage and all this, you know, how would you say it? Freaking rage built up in one another. No more domestic violences and stuff like that. There's many possibilities if we actually all were treated equal. All of this freaking random shit with all those different kind of things all done with, it just boils me inside. I don't know. It's just how I feel. Well, anyway, thank you for watching, like, you know, this video so far. If you have, please put down ILOV. Just put it down in the comments if you freaking listened this far. And I don't think I'm done yet. Sorry, we're kind of skipping around. It's kind of like, you know, it's kind of hard to play a game and, you know, talk at the same time. I should really make a separate video. If you want me to make a separate video, just put it down in the comments. But yeah, so what things I talked about today? Video games, guns, having a gun that you can't have or whatever. That's kind of unfair. What else? I talked about women. That movie was awesome though. You guys really have to go there. I need to go and go on Twitter right now. Let me see if I can find the damn misrepresentation. Cause it's a good misrepresentation. Cause I finished the movie today. Fucking A. Okay. Oh, maybe it's just represent. I don't know. Representation. Because there's a lot of things you could do to help women and all that kinds of stuff. You know, the freaking actually, you know what, never mind. The hell? Look at this shit. Or whatever. But yeah, I just, you know, I'm very picky about that topic. Anyway,
securing Charlie.
I want to use my LMG for this.
Capture the objectives.
Because I can.
Enemy has Alpha. Charlie locked down. Securing B.
I like how you.
B secure. We've taken control.
I can just spray and pray.
UAV inbound.
That's what I do. I do this all day, every day.
Enemy has B.
Bum, 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 bum. What was that? Weird.
Hostile hunter-killer drone inbound. Hostile UAV
Bum,
above.
bum, bum. I don't know, I'm playing this game when I'm getting raped.
We've lost the advantage. Friendly lightning strike inbound. Losing Charlie.
I'm just saying. Yeah, there's a lot of wrong things happening with Call of Duty right now.
Securing Bravo.
I don't know. It's just
Be advised,
yeah,
hostile
my
hunter
percentage
killer
and
drone
everything.
inbound.
I think I'm pretty much
Be
done.
advised,
'Cause I
hostile
talked about
death
everything off my
machine
chest.
setting up.
I think I'm gonna start doing this more often, where I can just talk
UAV inbound.
and everything that I'll put a disclaimer. My opinions, not anybody else's. My opinions. Because I don't want anybody saying, "Oh, women should be in the kitchen." No, no, shut the fuck up if you're gonna say something like that. Like, really, shut the fuck up. And if you're a woman saying that, you're fucking stupid. If you're a man saying that, you're still stupid.
Hostile UAV incoming.
I don't care. There was a quote in this. There was a quote at the end of the movie. It was saying that women have to work twice as hard to get to half the accomplishment of a man. So women have to work twice as hard to work as half as men, but easily. But whoops, behind me. Oh, okay. But luckily that isn't too hard. So that was a pretty cool quote. It said women have to work half as hard just to get up to half of a man, but luckily that isn't too hard. So basically it's telling us that we were stupid and that we're not full potential wise or whatever you want to call it. But look at all these tactical insertions, man. Hey, get up here. Kill yourself. I don't give a shit. But yeah, if you say anything like that, some stupid shit on the bottom thing, I don't care if you're a subscriber. I don't care of anything. Man. I'm totally serious with this. This is a topic because I'm just gonna call it segments with the Ethiopian. It's just or segments with me, because I'm really just talking like out of my brain right now. And if you guys like this, you guys can know more. This actually be like a freaking long ass episode. That's all I gotta say. How about 50 minutes? I bet recording for so far. Look at 30 minutes. So yeah, if you put anything like disgraceful or anything, I'm seriously gonna like block you and unblock you. So I'll stop making you a subscriber. Actually, I'll block you for the rest of subscribing until you convince me that you are all right. Then I'll unblock you. Or I will block you, then unblock you, and if I see you back, I'll make a list too. If I see you back, then I'll block you again. I really don't want anybody subscribing to me that are against kind of those ideals. Like those, they're not like bad. It's not like oh, you like Halo, you like Call of Duty before Halo, and so you can't be my subscriber. No, I don't want people that are so freaking sexist about that shit on like being my subscriber. I don't want to be like, oh, this is my subscriber base and this person's actually freaking racist or sexist or whatever. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit if you're like, oh, the reason why I hate them is because like I had this bad I remember I had this bad like thing about them. I don't care. You had a bad person with the person, not the freaking, we call it me, not with the whole entire race. Have you met the whole entire race? I haven't met the whole entire race. The whole race haven't met each other before. So why are you putting a whole generalization on one person rather than just, why are you putting on one person's perspective on a whole freaking race? It makes no sense to me. Wow, there's a lot of tactical search in this game. I'm saying like, why? Why? It makes no sense to me at all. Goddamn snipers.
We lost that round, but it's
I just sprayed and prayed and I got all of them. It just doesn't make any sense, And I just want to say to you guys, this is my normal game. This is when I talk, and I kill him right there. But yeah. Domination. I really don't want anybody like that. These are segments in my heart that I'm just spilling out to you guys, because I really do have a lot. I don't have that much stress, but I would say I have a lot of problems. So anything that I will dislike or anything like that, then I will come to you guys and just say, hey, let me spill some guts. We just spill some guts with you guys, on the things I'm thinking. I was planning to actually make a video on women, saying like, women, men are stupider than women and stuff like that. But then they'll probably get a negative effect rather than a positive effect. I don't know how these guys freaking kill me so fast. I don't know. It's because of that gun. That's why. All you gotta do is spray or pray. As soon as they get FMJ, you're screwed. It's the thing I don't get. Well, let me just finish this game and I'll be done. It's just, yeah. Oh, that would be hot flashes. Yeah. That's all I gotta say. Yeah.
Reloading.
Do I have grip on this thing? Yeah, I have grip.
Down and clear.
Wow, man.
Securing C.
Cleared our whole area.
Be advised, hostile hunter-killer drone inbound. UAV awaiting orders.
Attack insert online.
Charlie secure. Hostile UAV
Two for
above.
attack insert.
Care
Fuck,
package
man,
on
they both walked in.
standby.
Yeah. Pretty much that's all I have to say. Let me just finish this game out. You know, I don't want to just quit and be like, oh, you quit it too early. No, I didn't quit too early. Fuck you, I'm Batman.
Lost Alpha. Hostile hunter-killer drone inbound.
Come on, there you go.
Losing C.
Wow. But yeah. Sorry, my voice is kind of, you know, a little too. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I was wondering if I can hack it, but no. I can't even see him. That's one thing I hate about this game. Is the head glitching got even worse.
UAV above. Be advised, hostile
Like, you know, surprisingly, the head glitching got even worse than before. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know how. I don't care. It's just this game is gone with me. And I thought like, oh, new Call of Duty, I can do fine for the first few like days or something like that. Nope.
Hostiles have destroyed your equipment. Be advised, hostile hunter-killer drone inbound. Kill confirmed. Smoke.
Get out of here with that stupid freaking tactical insertion shit. One reason why you're getting us right now.
UAV awaiting orders.
I'm just saying it's the only reason they're getting us is because they have all these tactical insertions all over the place and no one on my team has freaking hacks or freaking, we call it, what is it called?
Hostile hunter-killer drone inbound.
I don't know why. I hate when people do that. Like, oh, look, a care package. Let me just get it. You know what? If you have if there's a care package and it's someone else's, then why the fuck would you even go after it? Like, you know, someone's there.
Dragonfire ready for launch. MQ-27 Dragonfire deployed.
Wow, look at that. Got shot down immediately by a sniper.
UAV inbound.
The thing about it is I already died. I can just spray it right here and I know I will get a kill. Like, I know, and they will go back too. If I can get that position where their heads are. Yeah, it's just, you know, people nowadays, you know.
Snipers down. Move.
Look at that.
Dropping waypoint out.
Was quick scope with the freaking bolt action, but you know, no one listens to me. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening to my random rambling. You know, it takes a long time. You know, if you guys can actually handle through this, you know, it's pretty cool. I think I'm gonna do this more often. I think it really does get a lot of stress off my chest. I like when it's stress off my chest, and I can put my own stuff out there without getting freaking contradicted or anything like that, especially if it's in the comments. But if you do something, please consider it a, you know, please consider it like, you know, think about it before you say it, please. Try not to keep it all mean and be like, oh, I hate you and shit, and I hate Ethiopians, because you know they're like the only two freaking countries in Africa that withstand anybody. They're independent, and I'm proud of that. I think other ones like Libya, not Libya. Maybe some kind of like spell or some shit like that. Well, anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please comment, like, and give it a favorite if you liked all this shit. If you really did like it, favorite it. Hopefully I can do another segment of these later, maybe a little shorter, because this is my first one and I didn't know how to do it. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys later. Peace, and have a nice day, night, evening, wherever the hell you are, or whatever the hell time it is. Alright, it's not to be mean or whatever, it's just, you know, I just want to say, okay, peace.